to continue turning the backyard into a food forest, this morning I went to the next town over to a local nursery that specializes only in fruit trees. And I bought this guava tree, a star fruit tree, that if you can probably see, there's already one here. It had two of them, but as soon as I put the tree in the car, the second one fell off. And then I have this little one, which according to Google is called Hawthorn berry. In Spanish, it's called acerola. And my great-grandfather had one of these. Immediately as I went out of his woodworking shop, there was one of these. So I haven't had these in like 30 years. I also bought this local compost that I'm gonna be mixing in with the organic soil that I bought a few days ago. And I'm also gonna add, almost at the top, this coconut shavings. I bought 3 huge planters for these trees. In the backyard, I have a bunch of gravel and pieces of cinder blocks and concrete. I'm gonna break those into pieces and I'm gonna put 2 inches of gravel. Then I'm gonna put the mixture of compost, organic soil. Then I'm gonna put coconut shavings. And at the very top, I'm gonna mulch with grass that I cut from the backyard about 3 or 4 days ago. I put it all in a garbage bag and I still have it, about a bag and a half left. So I'm gonna use that as mulch for the top. I'm gonna move them to the sun for the soil inside the containers to dry up. And they were already in the sun because it was a nursery inside a greenhouse. So later in the evening, when the sun starts to go down and it's not as hot, then I'm gonna transfer them. What I am gonna do now is prepare the huge planters that I bought. So I'm gonna go back there and get everything ready. So let's go over there. All right, as you can see, I selected where the trees are gonna go. That is the Hawthorn berry, which I believe is gonna be the smallest one. The next in height is going to be the star fruit, and the biggest one is going to be the guava. So he's going to get the biggest space over here. I chose not to put it too close to the fence because of the annoying neighbor. But the good thing is that all of them are portable. I can move them wherever I need to, depending on the amount of sun that they need or whether they're bothering the neighbor or not. So these huge containers, I forget the size. Let me see if I see here. 47.2 gallons. All right, so each one of these planters is 47 gallons. The next thing is to start filling them up. So I'm gonna go over there where I told you all the gravel is at, and I'm gonna start loading buckets of it and pouring them in each one of these. First one will be the guava tree. Well, that is not 2 inches. It actually looks like it's gonna take a full bucket of these to make a 1 inch. Whatever, however much it takes, I got plenty. All right, second bucket, a bigger one, piece of glass. A nail. So let's see if with this one we can get 2 inches. I think that's more than 2 inches. That's gonna make this very heavy. I'll still be able to drag it in the future while carrying it. So that's good. Now I'm gonna go mix in the organic soil with the compost in the buckets and start loading it in here. I'm only gonna do one, show you what I'm doing, because there's no sense in repeating what I'm gonna do in all 3 of them. So let me go start the mixture of compost and soil. Here's the organic compost. Now I'm gonna go get the organic soil and start mixing in here. I was just thinking, that thing is so big, I might as well throw this entire bag of soil in it and then just use maybe 50% and go get another bag of these and throw it in there, because that thing is gonna take a lot of soil. But actually, before I do that, I'm gonna go cut off a piece of the banana tree that's no longer giving bananas. So I'm gonna go do that and then I'll come back here. All right, I'm gonna try to cut this banana stump here. I would like to cut this one. I think this one already gave the bananas it is gonna give, but I don't remember. This one gave a huge amount of bananas and I'm gonna cut it, but it's difficult because in between both of them, there's a little one growing here and there's two more around it with two other kits growing behind it. So from the front, it's gonna be very difficult. I'm gonna go from the back. All right, after much chopping, turning, pulling, using the scissors, going around different angles, I got it done. So now I'm just gonna chop this one into 3 semi-equal parts. Oh, did I miss it? The other way. A little more. Oh, there it is. Okay, like I said, the first one goes in there. Then I'm gonna put soil. Then I'm gonna put the guava tree. Keep surrounding it with soil. Then put the coconut shavings on top, and then grass on top, and then water it. There it goes in the very center. So now let's start mixing soil. Here's the organic compost. In here is probably a little more than half of the bag that I showed earlier. All right, now let me bring another bag of organic soil and I'll keep doing that and I'll show you what it looks like once I'm done. All right, it's the late afternoon. Now I'm gonna put in the trees in the planters. I'm only gonna do one because it's the same process in all 3 of them. In here, I'm gonna put the Hawthorn berries, in Spanish, acerola. This is the guava tree. That one's gonna go over there, and right behind the camera is gonna be the starfruit tree. So what I did, I forgot if I already mentioned it, about 2 inches of gravel. Then I put the rest was a piece of banana tree that I cut, and then compost and mixed in with organic soil. I dug a hole. That's where the tree is gonna go. I'm gonna cover it very, very well. This is the soil that I took out for the hole. On top of it is gonna be the coconut shavings, and on top of that is gonna be the grass. So let's get going. Okay, now I'm gonna add soil that was already there. This one, well, I'll find a use for this, for the other things that I gotta plant, like the tomatoes and other stuff I got in the garage. So now I'm just gonna go get the coconut shavings, put it on top, and then go get some grass, and then I'm gonna water it and move on to the other two. Here are the shaving stuff, the coconut thing. To top it off with the grass clippings. The moisture was retained. It feels wet, all this grass. All right, that's it. The new berries are in the food forest. Moving on to the other two, and that'll be it for today. It'll be the same method, and this whole backyard pretty soon should be a food forest. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for all the other things that I do as I bring in more fruits, vegetables, medicine, plants, teas, whatever. Thanks.